In today's video, we're going to go over my summer 2022 foundation roundup. Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lisa Monique Beauty, where we cover all things beauty and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about 8 foundations that I purchased this summer. Some of them at the beginning of summer, some of them a little more recently. One of them was more into the spring, and I did talk about it before, but these are ones that I have not talked about on my channel before in a full video. I might have mentioned them in a short. So let's go ahead and get started. So before we begin, I wanted to say I do get a lot of comments from people asking about what to do if they have oily skin. And of course, I don't have oily skin. I have normal skin, normal to dry, occasionally maybe a little combination in the hot, humid weather, but overall normal to dry. So I can't tell you how these products will work specifically for oily skin. However, in this foundation roundup, I would say half of them are recommended by the manufacturer for oily combo to normal skin. So they're not all leaning towards that dry skin, which so many mature women are looking for. And I do have mostly Sephora brands, a couple of drugstore, and mostly medium coverage, a couple of light coverage. What I did in order to show all 8 of these foundations is I did a split face and I wore them for several hours. First of all, I put them on and then I lightly powdered my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder because that's how I normally wear my makeup. And then I did an hour, 2-hour check-in. So after the powder and everything had been sitting on my face, this is how it looks normally as I'm walking through the day. And then I have worn most of these, pretty much almost all of these several times, so I do know how long they wear. Okay, so we're going to start by talking about 2 Makeup Forever foundations. We have the Makeup Forever HD Skin Undetectable Foundation and the Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. My shade is 2Y36 in the skin and Y365 in the Reboot. The Forever Skin retails for $43 and the Reboot retails for $40. So let me tell you a little bit about them. The Makeup Forever Skin is a natural finish foundation, liquid formula, long wearing, waterproof, medium coverage. It's best for oily, combo, and normal skin. It does contain both alcohol and a light fragrance. I loved this foundation. I have, like I said, normal to dry skin. Until I was looking it up, I never realized that it's better for oily skin, oily or combo skin. I felt it had a beautiful finish on my skin. Of course, I do moisturize my skin before I apply any foundation, and I find that really does help with the more matte or the drier foundations if it goes on freshly moisturized skin. It is just a beautiful lightweight coverage. It does last all day even without a lot of layering with setting sprays, etc. If you do layer it with setting sprays, you will get even more wear though. Very, very beautiful. The Makeup Forever Reboot is a light coverage, radiant finish. It is an Allure 2020 Best of Beauty Award winner. It is long wearing. It's best for dry, combo, and normal skin. It also has a light fragrance, but no alcohol. I do agree that the SD Skin has a medium coverage and the Reboot has a lighter coverage. I would still say it was light medium. When I think of a light coverage foundation, I think of it as a lot of it as my tinted moisturizers. And this does provide some skin smoothing and skin evening out. And it really is beautiful on the skin. Both of these foundations are beautiful on the skin, but they definitely wear a little bit different. I felt the Reboot didn't last quite as long throughout the day, but I feel that a lot when I have lighter coverage skin, that my hyperpigmentation starts showing through earlier in the day, which really does kind of go with having less pigment in the foundation so that discoloration will shine through. If I use it with a little bit of concealer, full coverage concealer over my hyperpigmentation spots, I can keep a beautiful finish all day. So I really do like both of these. Okay, the next two that I tested out were glow foundations, and I compared the Lancome Tint Idol Care and Glow foundation, which I did a YouTube short on comparing it with the original Tint Idol foundation. And then I also tried the Hourglass Ambient foundation. I had both shades 8 and 9. I used the 9, but I felt like the 9 was getting a little dark and a little yellow, so I kind of mixed just a teeny bit of 8 in there. Yeah, that's one of the things. I had a hard time finding the perfect shade, and of course I did order them online. The Hourglass retailed for $58, so to have to buy 2 of them was a little bit pricey for me. And the Tint Idol is $47. This is 355N. Yeah, shade 355N. Okay, so both of them went on with a beautiful glowy finish. It is a little more glowy than I typically like to wear straight out of the house. So again, I do like to tap it down with the powder. And then it was really beautiful. They both last all day. They're medium coverage, cover up that hyperpigmentation beautifully, have that nice soft finish. And like I said, the coverage lasts all day. And let me see. Oh, the Lancome has hyaluronic acid and mandelic acid to smooth the skin, so it has some skincare ingredients. It says it's best for oily, combo, and normal skin. So it contains alcohol and strong fragrance. I don't like the fragrance. It's like one of those that when I'm applying it, I keep smelling it and going, what is that fragrance? So that's the one really negative thing for me. Alcohol and fragrance. Most luxury brands seem to have some sort of fragrance, but they don't affect my skin, so it's not something I avoid in my products. The Ambient Soft Glow Foundation, I wish I had a good shade just in one. And there might be. I just don't feel like spending another $58 to see if I can get a better shade in between the two. And I purchased them so long ago that I cannot return or exchange one of them now. But the Hourglass is a vegan, natural finish, medium coverage, buildable to full, cruelty-free, and it has no alcohol or fragrance. So I'm starting to get to several that don't have any alcohol and fragrance, and the Hourglass is one. Very, very beautiful. If you're looking for that radiant kind of glow within, more hydrated look foundation, I think both of these work really well. Okay, the next two that I'm trying are in a tube. I have the Ulta Beauty, their Complexion Crush. It's a medium coverage foundation. My shade is in Tan Neutral. It retails for $14. And then I put it side by side with the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. My shade is at Y365. It retails for $40. I did talk about this in a different video in the spring. The Ulta Beauty is a medium coverage, and the Velvet Matte is supposed to be a full coverage. I did find they looked similar coverage on the skin. So the Ulta Beauty is, like I said, medium coverage. It's suitable for all skin types, or says most skin types. It's vegan, cruelty-free, alcohol, and fragrance-free. It has a beautiful coverage. I think this was one that went viral on TikTok, and I know my friend Kat did a video on it, and I really do like this. And for $14, I think it's a really nice feeling foundation to try. The Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin, I already know that I like. It says full coverage, best for oily combo or normal skin. It is also alcohol and fragrance free. I don't find this like overly matte. I think the matte foundations that are coming out now are not so flat matte like they used to be. Like the NARS matte foundation in a tube is extremely matte and flat. Work really great for oily skin. But I feel like my normal to dry skin can really wear this type of foundation and it still have beautiful coverage. It doesn't look drying into the pores. Again, both of them lasted all day and really had just lovely finishes. I've really been pleased with the foundations that I have been trying this summer. Again, medium foundation is my favorite weight foundation as far as for covering up my hyperpigmentation and not needing a lot of concealer underneath. So when I'm going my concealer free days, these actually will brighten up under my eyes and I really can get through the day without using any concealer on my face. The next two, I do need to conceal underneath. They are very lightweight foundations. The first one is by Rare Beauty. It is their Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. My shade is 40N. It retails for $29. It's only sold at Sephora. This is a really light coverage foundation. It has a radiant finish. It's hydrating, and they say it's best for dry, normal, or combo skin. So it is fragrance free. I don't know why I didn't write down if it was alcohol free. I would have to double check on that. But this is extremely light coverage. Tinted moisturizers really don't do enough coverage on my skin. I felt you could really see all the different hyperpigmentation underneath. It kind of reminded me of using my Dermatology Tinted Moisturizer SPF. And yeah, this is something that I need to put concealer on underneath. Along the same lines, though it provides a little more coverage, I have the Neutrogena Serum Foundation, the Healthy Skin Serum Foundation. My shade is Medium 02. It retails for $16.39. I love this foundation. This has a light medium coverage. It is beautiful. I just did my YouTube live demonstrating this foundation. I love it. It is gorgeous. This is one I'm reaching for, day to day, just running around when I put some makeup on before I go run a few errands. Neither of these last a very long time. This one really doesn't last long at all on me. Again, it's hard to tell because I can see all my hyperpigmentation through it immediately. But this one, even if I use a little bit of concealer to cover up my hyperpigmentation underneath, and then I have that perfect skin that I love, but I cannot get this one to last longer than 5 hours. So it's definitely a short time foundation for me, but in that short time, it is so beautiful. And then the last combo, and it's what I'm wearing today. Right now, I still have a dueling foundations on my face, and it is the El Maquillage foundation, their Woke Up Like This foundation, and the Dior Forever Matte Foundation that Angie from Hot and Flashy just reviewed, and she said how wonderful it was, so I wanted to test it out and see how it compared to the Forever Skin Glow, which I had purchased last January, and I really did like it. It ended up being, it's too dark for me now, so I hadn't been wearing it, but it really was one of my favorite foundations. So El Maquillage, okay, it is a buildable medium to full coverage foundation, has a natural matte finish. It's enriched with vitamin E, hyaluronic acid. It is cruelty free. It does have alcohol, but unlike most of the other foundations that I've shown you where alcohol is like the third ingredient on most of them, the alcohol is pretty far down, like 7th, 8th, or 9th ingredient. And it does have a fragrance. But the coverage is so good. Without any concealer, it really does cover up the hyperpigmentation, or blend it out. Again, I can't cover it all the way up, but it blends it out beautifully. The Dior is a hydrating matte finish, long wearing, medium coverage. It also contains both SPF and fragrance. My shade is 3W. This retails for $54, and the El Maquillage retails for $45. This is such a gorgeous foundation. Also, I've been wearing it for hours. Yeah, I think if I compared the two, and this is several hours later, I feel like the Dior lasts longer without any adjustments. I am starting to see more of my hyperpigmentation or the variation in shades showing through the El Maquillage. It does say on the website to use it with setting spray for longer lasting wear, and I usually do not. And I say that, but usually I find that I can get through the day with some coverage or foundation with this one, but you have long lasting, the same coverage throughout the day with the Dior. I feel the Skin Glow is the same, and I do have just a little short oh, it's going to come out Wednesday on my YouTube channel. So I have a short coming out on my YouTube channel. I have it already on my Instagram, comparing the Forever Matte and the Forever Skin Glow. And on me, the finishes look exactly the same. So if you have one, I don't think you need to buy the other. If you have oily skin though, I'd probably buy the matte. If you have dry skin, I'd probably buy the Skin Glow. But yeah, and I had an all day wear, and yeah, they both lasted forever, and they both look the same on my skin. This matte does not look flat matte to me. I don't have any highlighter or anything on, but it just, to me, looks just like natural skin. So, and that's it for my roundup. If I had to pick a favorite, it would be the Dior. Close second, I really did like the HD Skin, and for, you know, running around town, it's the Neutrogena. So those are the foundations that I've been wearing this summer. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.